Hey guys, it's Kaz here, and today I'm doing the Heartstopper inspired tag. This was created by Mel over at Book Fiend, known Mel, so obviously leave the original down below. And apologies about the massive fluffy hoodie, but it's just so comfortable, so deal with it. I'm filming in it. This tag is based about questions about Heartstopper. Makes sense in the title, and you can talk about books, TV shows and films in here. So of course I'm going way above and beyond. I'm doing all three. And most questions I have several answers for each of them, so I'm going to try and go quick in here. Also, in the main tag, just for the people that I'm tagging at the end and stuff, you don't have to make every single question have LGBT elements, but I have, so yeah. All the recommendations, all of the stuff. So yeah, let's just hop straight in. I've got a stack of stuff here, so I don't have to edit as much in here, but there'll be a lot here also. So question 1 is LGBTQIA plus rep, a book, TV show or movie that has excellent LGBTQIA plus rep. So realistically this is the only question that it needs to be in. For the books, I've got Perfect on Paper by Sophie Gonzalez. I think this is great because it really talks about biphobia internally, and just in general people pretend that bisexuals aren't valid if they're going out with somebody of the opposite sex, and I just think there's like a really good conversation about that in here. Also sapphic, bisexual, all the good stuff. I'm trying to get through these quick, guys, so I'm not going to give you the synopsis and stuff. And also Cemetery Boys by Aidan Thomas. In here we have the main character is trans and he's also gay. There's another gay character, male romance and that. Also a lot of these, everything is going to intersect with all the different questions on this tag. So yeah, this also has all the rep because it's to do with different cultures and stuff. But yeah, we move on because we haven't got time, guys. We haven't got time. For TV shows, I'm just going to throw out Heartstopper. I know this tags are literally about Heartstopper, but it has to be in there. We've got great rep, we've got gay, we've got bisexual, we've got lesbians, we've got asexuals, even though it's not really talked about in the show yet. We've got trans, so it's like all there, and it's also really sweet and cute. And also another show you've probably definitely heard of, Sex Education. It's got pretty much everybody going on, all the different stuff, and there's great conversations and topics about all the different things. So yes, don't need to explain it. You know what Sex Education is. Films. Pride. This is about a real life thing that happened. So all the LGBT people went and marched with the miners and the miners' strike, and then they became friends, and like the miners were with the people to get the law changed for them, for the sexuality, for the miners. It's really good, it's uplifting, it's based on true events, so watch it. Also God's Own Country. I know this one probably seemed weird because some people probably view this as him, the main character, not accepting that he's gay and doing it hush hush, but I see it more as he's in this like really hardy northern farming thing, and I feel like his family know he's gay, but they just like don't talk about it, and they're not really, you know, they don't hate on him, they don't say anything. I feel like it's good rep because it's like a different viewpoint of a sort of a person and a place that you don't really see very often. Northern farming are also gay. And also Boy Meets Girl. This is a film about a trans girl, and she's also bisexual. She has feelings for a boy and a girl in this film, and it's really good, so watch it. Oh my god, it's been 4.5 minutes already. So let's move on. Question 2 is great rep. In addition to great LGBTQIA plus rep, Heartstopper has other great rep as well. Name book, TV, movie that also has other sorts of fantastic rep. Let's just blast through these, guys. The Boy from the Mish by Gary Lonesborough. It's male and is also First Nations Australian, so different rep. All Boys Own Blue by George M. Johnson is non-fiction about intersexuality between sexuality and gender and race. And The Amazing Eddie Eckhart by Rosie Jones. The main character has cerebral palsy and she's also a lesbian, just like Rosie. Well, we don't know if she's a lesbian, but she likes a girl in here. Spoilers, but also not really. So yeah, moving on to TV shows. So first of all, Heartbreak High. This is a remake of a Heartbreak High back in the 80s or 90s, I think. It's Australian, I believe. And yeah, this is just a really great show. It has all the different people in. Obviously we have the different sexualities. We've got gay, asexual, sapphic, lesbian. Also, one of the main characters is black and non-binary and also gay, and one of the sapphic characters is also autistic. Both of them, the actors in real life, are those things, and also the characters, so it's really good. And then like all sorts of other stuff, like over half of the cast is BIPOC as well, so yeah, really good, watch it. Special, this you can watch on Netflix. You can watch most of these on Netflix, to be fair. And this is about a gay man who also has cerebral palsy. It's like autobiographical, so the main actor wrote it and it's about his life, and he has cerebral palsy and is gay, so yeah. And The Society, this is on Netflix. It's only did one season, they cancelled it. It's one of them shows, you know, it happens a lot. This was about a group of teenagers that come back to their home and then nobody's there, all the adults have disappeared, so there's all that sort of stuff to deal with. And there's a male-male romance in here. One of them is deaf. He's played by quite a famous deaf actor. I'm not sure what his name is, but he was also in like Switched at Birth and stuff, so yes. Moonlight, again, sexuality, race. It's told in 3 different timelines, so when he's younger and middle age, no, like younger, and then like more of a teen, middle life, young adult, that's the word I'm looking for, and then as an adult. My Beautiful Laundrette, this is a male-male romance, also Daniel Day-Lewis. If you like him, if you haven't seen this, watch it. And it's also about Pakistani English relations in the 80s. One of the main characters is Pakistani, he has a laundrette. There's quite a lot of racism in here, but it's also a really sweet romance. And The Way He Looks is also a film, male-male. One of the main characters is blind. It's also based on a short film you can probably find on YouTube. In fact, I'll put it in the description thing below. It's called I Don't Want to Go Back Alone. So they made that with the same actors and then got the money to make a full-length film. So if you like the film or you've seen it and you've not seen the short, it's there. It'll be down there. Talking about short films, that's a whole other kettle of fish. I did make a video about LGBT short films. I'll put it in there. It was a few years ago, but it will be up in the wherever this, one of them. It'll be there. Next question is romance. Book, TV, movie that has a great romantic plot or subplot. You Should See Me in a Crown by Leah Johnson. This is just a really sweet, fun, high school, wanting to be prom queen so you can get the money to go to college, but also sapphic romance. And also intersectionality. Like I said, a lot of these cross over into the different places. The Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller. I mean, do I need to say any more? You know, romantic subplot. I think you know. Heartbreak Boys by Simon James Green. This is a fun one. It's about 2 guys and their boyfriends cheat on them with each other. So then they go on a road trip and then they start having feelings for each other. It's really cool. It's one of my favourite Simon James Green books. All of them are great though. Moving on to TV shows, we have Looking. This is pretty much just about dating, romance. There's 3 seasons I think, and there was a film that was made, so really great. Everything Sucks, another Netflix show that was cancelled after 1 season, but it's cool because basically like there's a group of boys that are all trying to vie for this girl, and then in the end it turns out that she likes one of the main girls at high school, and then it's like a cute sapphic thing going on. So yes, watch that and then you'll be sad there's no more seasons. And Please Like Me, I can't not talk about Please Like Me. This is Australian, it's great, it's funny, it's comedic, it also talks about mental health a lot as well. It's really good. Watch it if you can find it. And films, Shelter, I've talked about this so many times, it's like the cutest thing ever. Watch it. Just Friends, another film about a romance, and it's really cute and sweet, and also watch it. Next question is YA, your favourite YA or a book, TV, movie that represents the teenage experience really well. So I've gone for like the second half of that question, that represents the TV, that represents the experience in different ways well. First of all, Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating by Adiba Jagadar. This is a fake romance to real romance sapphic book. I feel like the main bit of representing the teenage experience well is I think it's really realistic. Some of the friendships in here, how if you're quite quiet and let friends just do what they want and they can walk all over them, like that bit's quite teenage. So yeah, and other stuff. It's got teenagers in it. And then in a completely different way, Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. This is about 3 siblings that find each other. They've all got the same mum, they've all been adopted or not adopted into different families, and it talks about the teen experience as somebody who's been adopted or somebody that's in the system. It's also, obviously, one of the characters is sapphic. Well, it's not obvious that one of them's sapphic, but obviously one of them are LGBT, because that's why it's in this list. And also the brother who wasn't adopted, he's half Mexican, so it talks about like race and gender and stuff and why he's not got a family, but the girls got families really quickly. So yeah, it's a good time, but it's sad and all that. Emotional, but a good time. TV shows, we've got Scam, obviously, mainly the 3rd season with Evan and Isaac. Obviously the whole season is about their relationship and stuff. Also talks about mental health. Also just all of the spin-off, different countries made it because it got that big. Scam is Norwegian, but then there's like an Italian version, a German version, you know, all the French version, all the different versions. My favourite versions are the ones that are not called Scam. So like most of them are called Scam Italia, Scam French, whatever, but What the Fuck and Druck, which are the German and the Belgian versions, are my favourite. They've got something different about them, but all of them are worth a watch. And Big Boys, this is one that I watched quite recently, and it is autobiographical about this one guy's experience at university in the early 2000s, I think it was, and his dad's just recently died, and he's dealing with his sexuality and university life and all that jazz. It's a good time. And then films, we've got Boys. It's like the cutest film ever. I know I said that about Shelter, but like this one is even cuter. And it's about track running, and it's just really sweet. Watch it. Just watch it, please. There are like 3 films called Boys, but that one's 2007. Watch it. Also, Beautiful Thing. This is an absolute classic. I mean, the characters also fit the last 2 questions realistically. But yeah, it's just a romance and it's cute. We're about halfway through. There's 7 questions. We've done 4 questions, so that's kind of halfway through-ish. So let's head on over to a message from one of the spawns, and I shall be back with all the other recommendations. There's too many, but you're welcome. Hello, lovely. In a box. He's in a box. So question 5, I've not even said the number of any of these, but apparently that's the thing now, is graphic novel. The original source material is a graphic novel, obviously talking about Heartstopper. Recommend a fantastic graphic novel, manga, comic, or a fantastic cartoon or anime. So, a manga, we have My Brother's Husband by Genora Tagme, probably not how you pronounce it, but Saz. And this is volume 1 actually, I've not read the second one. But it's about this family, this father and daughter, and then the father's twin brother has died and his husband comes to Japan, and you know, it's about accepting sexuality. Like he's never really accepted it, but now he's met the dude and then they're like become family and stuff. It's nice, it's sweet. Young Avengers, by the end of the 3rd issue of this second run, pretty much like every character is LGBT. You got bisexual, gay, lesbian, they're all in here, and there's also several BIPOC main characters as well, so all that jazz. Bloom by Kevin Panetta and Savannah Ganuccio. No. Cute romance and cooking. Bingo Love by T. Franklin, Jen Stonehenge and Joyce Ann. About these 2 characters that as they grow older they remember their past and then they find each other again, and it's like they weren't allowed in the past but now they are allowed, you know. Cute, but also emotional. TV show, The Dragon Prince. This is a fantasy about dragons and that, and there's male romances and sapphic romances. Also the main sapphic character is deaf, so she's sign languages, so you know, mixes into the other questions as well. And then film, because I don't really watch that many cartoons and animated stuff that's LGBT. For film I have The Stranger by the Beach, which is just a romance, like an anime film type romance. Yeah. Next question is Nick Nelson Lovable golden retriever, a character that is just lovable, gentle, sweet and all-round puppy energy. So for book, I have Jesper from Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. I just think he's got that vibe. He's like a little bit fun, a little bit silly, a little bit sarcastic, but puppy dog as well, energetic. I guess he also fits for the TV show as well, but I'll put him in book anyway. And also for book, I've gone for Noah from Noah Can't Even by Simon James Green. He's more like very anxiety, does stuff wrong, very secondhand embarrassment, but his heart's in the right place. He's like a puppy that trips over everything. For TV, I've gone for Nathan and Gabriel in the half bad TV thing that's called The Bastard's Son and the Devil Himself. Side note, I just noticed on Netflix I've actually put half bad in the title now. It wasn't there before, but now it is. But yeah, I put these in the film bit, not in the book, because in the book is a lot darker, so Nathan is like not this. But in the film, they're both just got this really cute puppy dog, sarcastic, fun energy about them. In fact, all three of the characters do. Annalise does as well. I like them. I really liked the show. I love the books as well. I thought it was different but also great, so watch it. And also the first character that I thought about when I read this is going to be one that probably a lot of people have not heard of or seen, and that is Charlie St. George from 13 Reasons Why. I know, boo hiss boo, everybody hates 13 Reasons Why, it's problematic, all that jazz. And he only comes into it like a tiny bit in season 3, but then loads in season 4, so I feel like a lot of people just didn't watch it by then. But he's like the cutest character ever. He's literally called a golden retriever in the show as well, so it's like perfect. He's just adorable. You know how every character is problematic? He's just not. He's just absolutely adorable vibes. I love him. He's bisexual, and it's just so cute and loving. And he definitely fits for this question. And then for film, I have Akron. Both of the main characters fit into this as well. I think it's just a really sweet dynamic. It's a romance and then there's like a little bit of family stuff going on, like dramas between them. But both characters are pretty much puppy dogs. Okay, my battery just died, but I think I got it. But if I didn't, Akron, both characters very much puppy dog vibes. Yes. And also Victor from Love Victor and Felix. Felix isn't LGBT, but the show is, so it counts. And Victor is. Definitely both very puppy dog cute vibes. Side note, I was team Raheem and not team Benji. Benji can choke. Sorry, I was just over him by then. If you haven't seen it, you won't know what I'm on about. If you have seen it, were you team Raheem? Because I definitely was, and then I was sad that they chose Benji because all they did is argue. Benji's lame. But anyway, yes, Victor and Felix. Felix is like the most puppy dog character ever. But yeah, Victor is as well. Victor's more sweet puppy dog. Felix is more constantly jumping up you, won't leave you alone type of thing. And then the last question is Charlie Spring, of course. And that is shy, nerdy boy, a character that is a sweet, shy nerd. Side note, these two questions were the hardest for me because I'm like, both of them are sweet. A lot of the things I read, I feel like characters are not like just the sweet, the pure. So it's kind of hard. But obviously I've got answers for them. So first I'm just going to be an absolute punk and pull this book out again and say Wyland. Jesper and Wyland fit the Charlie and Nick vibe. Obviously Jesper is a bit older, a bit sarcastic, a bit more worldly, but I feel like they fit the vibe. Wyland definitely fits the sweet nerdy vibe, so it counts. Also I feel like Rick and Melissa in Rick and Melissa by Alex Gino both fit this sort of sweet, nerdy, shy vibe. Both of them in different ways. So obviously the first book, Melissa is very shy because she wants to be in the play, playing a girl, and everyone thinks she's a boy, and she doesn't really have many strong friendships until she does. And then in Rick, it's like the opposite. He has one strong friendship but is really toxic, but he's quite shy and he doesn't know how to step away from somebody he's been friends with this whole time. And then obviously both of them LGBT, trans and asexual, so boom. For TV I have Fred from Crashing. I love Crashing, and it's only like 6 episodes and they never made another series. It's on Netflix in the UK anyway. I think it's like, is it Channel 4 or BBC? So it's on one of them as well. It's really good. It's like 6 episodes. If you like Fleabag, it's by the same person as that. I've never seen that one, but like this was her first show. But yeah, Fred is definitely the shy nerdy type and he's gay, and it's a great show, watch it. It's 6 episodes long, it's like, it needs more, but yes. Also, Gyro from Toy Boy. So Toy Boy is also on Netflix. It's like a very soapy, dramatic show where it's all like male dancers and one of them's going to jail for murder but he didn't commit the murder, and then there's all this like mystery and murder and revenge and all that sort of stuff, but also like men dance in every episode. But Gyro is gay. He's also mute as well, so it like goes with the other question about intersexuality. That wasn't even the question. Different sorts of rep. He's mute, so you know, that's different. And then last but not least, for film, I've gone with Pim in North Sea, Texas. Pim is the main character in this, and he's just a very shy, very quiet character, and it's a great film. Yeah, I won't talk about it because we've been here for days, but watch it. And there we go. That was the Heartstopper Inspired Tag. Hopefully you found something here to read or to watch that you've never heard of before. Hopefully I've sparked something in you, even though I didn't really tell you about anything because there was no time. But tagging, yes. I can't remember who Mel tagged, so I'm going to tag a few people. If they've already been tagged, then soz. So I'm going to tag Katie over at Introverted Reader, of course. Again, I reiterate, you don't have to make every single one of the questions LGBT. That was the first question, but I was just being extra. That's why I did every single question. I'll also tag Kat over at Brews and Reviews and Ashley over at Ashley's Media Addiction. Do it if you want. I feel like Ashley watches a lot of film, so could probably bring some knowledge there for all the questions. And yeah, if this is your first video by me and you enjoy it, then please check out some of my others. And I didn't even ask you to comment, but please also do that. And yeah, I'll see you in a few days with another video. Bye.